with the things that you're outspoken, and I'm like, yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm German. I'm not Turkish, and I'm not Arabic. I was born and raised here. So that made me think about what I can do to bring everybody who's in this country together, to say, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what kind of your name what kind of name you have, you can be typically German. Why can't you? Why do the people always limit what's so-called German? And that's the basic idea about that. And so what I did is just I called my friends who are on this flyer. Just yeah, it's in German, but you know the picture says a lot too, I think. So I called a lot of my friends, and I realized that they're so multicultural. Like one is from Ghana and Congo, the other one is from the east side of Germany, the other one is from United States, and it's Italy. So basically, now we have people from 12 countries, you know, with origins of 12 countries, coming together, forming the typically German association, which is brand new, like we said. And the idea about that is that nobody can tell you that you are something that you don't want to be. They cannot tell me that I'm an outlander or that I'm not a part of this country, because I am.
And in what kind of situations do you three recognize that people don't see you as German?
There are a lot of small things that makes people feel that way. It's like when you go somewhere, if it's a party or no matter where, people come to you and ask, "Hey, where are you from?" And you're like, "I'm from Berlin." No, I mean, where are you really from? And I'm like, really? I'm from Berlin. And they're like, no, but you don't understand. I mean, where are you coming from? And I'm like, I'm from Schöneberg, Berlin. And people always feel like they need to tell you that you are not fitting in. And they're using words like migrants, or they're using words like outlander, which I always feel like there's a circle of people and you are standing outside. And I'm not. I'm not a migrant because I was born and raised here. My parents are. They came here, they migrated here, and they're living here now. But I cannot accept people telling me that I'm not from this country. Mm-hmm. So, and there are a lot of other things too, like, you know, in jobs there is a lot of discrimination. Like people with Turkish names, they tend to have a big problem getting into jobs because of their names only. And in Germany we have the problem that you need to fill out applications with pictures, with a photo of you, which you don't have in other countries, for example. So it's always a discrimination factor that's coming there. And so I was thinking, what can we do to overcome that?
What about you two? Can you also think of situations where you recognize that people don't see you as German?
Well, I personally, my motivation to join this association wasn't that it's because of the migrant situation in this picture. I'm a pastor. I'm a youth pastor, and since 2006, and I do also social entrepreneurship, work with youth, do youth events, and what I saw is that because there is a lack of identity, there's a lack of being a part of something, of a team, or also be a part, feeling that they are a part of Germany, because they didn't felt the youth, they're not feeling it. They don't feel that they belong to the nation because of the way how the policy is made in this nation. They start to distract, they start to build their own identity, their own view of identity, and they lose the responsibility they have for the nation. And I saw that, and that's why I also saw a lot of rebellion coming up in the youth. And when I work in the schools and I see that, I always thought about what can we do to really help them to really get reconnected. And this was my motivation to join this association to really help to define what it means to be German and help them to understand that to create a new positive picture of being German, because it's very much attached to negative viewpoints. When you talk to the youth and you talk to them about their German identity, they always see it in a negative light, and so they distracted. Even some of them, they don't see themselves as Germans, and I believe it's a problem for the future, because though we are the next leaders, we are the future, and if we don't take responsibility, it takes us into a very dangerous situation. It's already happening, and so I think this is my motivation. And of course, I have had also my experiences about in the area of racism and stuff like that. But I personally, I always see that if some things like that happen, it's ignorance from the other person. So I deal very differently with this situation. So.
And did you find an answer to the question what it means to be German, like in the association?
Well, the whole association, we don't want to say that we know the answer. I believe that the definition is always a part of personal, how you say, revelation or personal understanding, and I think everyone will have his own understanding of what it means for them to be German. I think the bigger goal should be to have a positive picture of being German. I cannot define for you what it means to be German, but if you see it in a positive light, whatever you identify it will help you. I believe it will help you to take responsibility and help to build the society. And I believe it's more about society than about how you label it. So we label German. It can be English, it can be American, it can be anything, but it's about the society, about something like that.
I think what's very important, for us was what Joshua said. We want to take all these negative discussions and take them into a positive light. We want to get rid of blaming people or just telling people, all the politicians made everything bad, the media is so bad, everybody's so bad. You can always just sit there and say, everybody is so bad, and I am just a victim of all of these people. Or you can just stand up and say, okay, that's great. There are people who are doing things that I don't agree with. But we need to see it in a positive light to bring people to see it our way. And although we're just a very young association, everybody's agreeing with us in this way. And people say, oh my, there's so many positive and good things in this country, and there are so many people who are warm, welcoming, and who respect us. We need to see that. And I think there's a big want. People want that. People are longing for what we are offering them right now.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Abu?
Actually, my opinion is, a few years ago, I wouldn't call myself a German. I mean, I was raised up in West Germany, and then I felt this way. No one would accept me as German, as real German. There's something like you have to be blonde, or you have to have German parents or something, and something is different with you and the others. There is a big difference. But actually, when I went abroad, 2009, I lived in China, and then I felt there's something like home. I feel home when I go back to Germany and see the order, see the different living and different thinking, and there is something home for me, and so I have to find a way to see myself as a part of this country, and then I met Cezanne, and we talk about these issues, and we talk about identity and like that, and then we felt
We have to